Hello, I want to share my experience about fasting. So I fasted about 10 days, but with water. I drink a lot of water, and actually feel perfectly fine, and I don't lose much of weight, about maybe a couple of kilo. So right, I think if you will fasting right, you cannot lose any weight at all. But about dry fasting, when you not eating, or and also you not drink as well. Last time I lose a lot of weight, and I doesn't I did not feel well actually. Um, I think for different people it's different. Someone can feel okay, but I think you need to try on yourself, and most important, don't force yourself. Just try step by step, little by little. Just don't harm your body. Why people fast? Usually for clean the body. Maybe some people they work with the mind. Actually, it's clear salts a lot, especially if someone has some psychological problems or whatever. Basically, yeah, you feel differently. You're more sensitive to things, and after that, you feel like really light. Much better. So about my experience with dry fasting, I try about 5 days or something, and about my dry fasting I try for 5 days or something like that. So my feelings, I was a bit weak, and sometimes you feel a bit dizzy after a few days, and I did not feel well actually, and for me this sort of fasting not works well. I think if you not feel well, you need to stop it, because you shouldn't feel so right. Yeah, I was a bit lazy. Yeah, feels like, yeah, that's cool, but also like didn't have a power for do some things and something like that. But maybe you have a different experience. So how go to fasting? First, I suggest you, if you want to, like 1 day not eat in a week, and after 2 days, after 3 days, just get it smooth. Try check how you feel. You feel okay or not? And after, if you're okay, you can get it more, maybe like 4 or 5 days, whatever, like you feel. But don't force yourself if it's necessary. Yeah? Maybe if you have a healthy life or clean your body, it will be enough like a few days. But some people, they do all the time, like once a week. They unload their bodies, that's it. Simple. So I think most difficult part here, it's not when you get into how get into. You just eat a bit less, and once you stop, that's it. For me, very easy, just stop in 1 day, and after you can fast in like 5 or 4 days, and after a little bit eat again. But I think much better just reduce your meal, do 3 times a day, after 2 times a day, after 1 times a day, and after you can stop, and make it like small portions. But still more difficult when you finish it, because when you not eat it, it feels okay. You not eat it, fine. But when you start eat, it's difficult to stop yourself, and after you can feel very bad. Some of my friends, they eat quite a lot afterwards and feel bad afterwards. So best way, when you finish fasting after 3 days, 4, whatever, I don't know how many days you want to eat little bit. Try some juice. I suggest you to eat some fruit, maybe apple, mango, banana, whatever. Eat one fruit. Of course, after you have an appetite, your body, okay, food is coming. Okay, let's go in. After 1 hour, 2 hours, eat another fruit. After a couple hours, eat another food. Just check your feeling, how you feel. If you feel okay, alright, go next one. And next day, try eat like small meal, and after you can get bigger. Just check your feelings, how you feel inside. Maybe it's quite a lot for you as well. So finishing is really difficult. When I go to fasting, this time I drink a lot of water and it was fine. If you want to eat, you drink water, and after it's like stop your appetite for a bit and you're really cleaning. Drinking, going to the toilet, drinking again, sweating much, and it's fine. I even done some exercises, running, yoga, feel okay. I don't think so you can lift any weights with that, but for some like exercises with your weight, it feels fine. And what more interesting thing, after a few days you not eat, but you have more energy. You wake up easily, and when you go to sleep, you sleep like more well. You need less hours or something, and you feel really light, like you're really easy to get up. You can do things. And when you're working, when you do something, like make some projects, and you not think about the food. You're just really busy and you just keep going. That's it. So I don't know, but when you think about food and when you smell it, it's a bit complicated. And I think after third day, my sensation getting much stronger, maybe 2-3 times, I don't know. It's really interesting experience, and only about these things you should try it. I think you should try it at least once. You can say it's not mine, it's not good, it's not working, or it's well, it's cool. No, it's up to you. I don't think it's dangerous or whatever. I read some articles about, so it might be not good for your digestion system, your stomach, or whatever. But most of people I knew who tried, everyone alright, and they looks okay too. Okay, so about my sensation. First I didn't keep any attention on it, but when you walking sometimes I smell food like, wow, really like so delicious food, but I cannot see anything around, like any cafe or something. And after I realized I can get a smell from like, I don't know, from a really next street. It's maybe at 10-20 meters, I don't know, like quite big distance, and you can smell it, but you can see nothing nearby. And after you realize you can like see same place you walk every day, for example, or look from a mirror, and you realize like some other things and you didn't keep attention. Maybe you didn't keep attention, but I think you like can see it now like more clearly. Like before I didn't see any, it was some nice flowers quite far away, I didn't see it before, but now, oh yeah, it's somewhere there, I can see it now. And colors, I wouldn't say it's a bit brighter, but it's something like, you can, maybe it's brighter, I cannot say for sure, but it like contrast. You, when you look on the things, you can realize the difference between them. Difficult to say you can see better or something, you see differently. You can separate many things and can see many details. Even these details in some things, it's interesting. But your taste getting much stronger. Sometimes you can taste the food, even not put it in your mouth, you just smell it and you can have a taste. So your sensation get much stronger. It's interesting. I heard some people said I doesn't feel it, but maybe some people say like intuition starts works better. You know you need to turn here, you know you need to go in this time, it's will be better for you, and you know you need to go to such person in certain time. Maybe I didn't keep attention on it, but maybe some people say like intuition works much better. Feelings inside, yeah, you feel light, you can do workouts, can talk with your friends, have quite enough energy, like working with your project, spend time with your friends, do activity, absolutely fine. First day, I think like first 2, maybe 3 days it's the most difficult, 2 for sure. I think it's more like a mental problem because it's something not enough you're doing every day. It's like habit, strong habit. It's more mentally difficult than physical. But when you keep your attention to something else, it's much easier. So just keep going doing something. And sometimes you want to eat, you do some yoga, some stretching, and after you okay, don't want anymore. It feels fine. And anyway, if you have like couple extra % of fat, it will be enough for your body. So keep going. What else? Your mind, that's most important for me. I think it's mind going works differently. It's more clear. Your thoughts like more clear. It's same like with your feelings. It's just separate, and you can do easily track things. Where's your thoughts coming? Where it's going? What you want? With your desires like more clear. Why you want it? And thoughts like getting lighter. It's no like your thoughts attacking you like 4,000 per second. It's a bit smoother, and they let you think more about some creativity, about your friends, more like emotional things and like physical. It seems like more important. I don't know, because you more enjoy it. I don't know, whatever. And I think you think less. Maybe less energy on it, I don't know, but it's less thoughts. Sometimes you have a lot of things, you cannot even sleep because think about everything, or you should meditate or something, or concentrate on something. And here, no problem, you go to sleep, your mind is clear, your head is light, it's alright. And on your daily basis, when you're doing something, it feels okay too. You just do your stuff, you focus on what you want to, and not many things will bothering you. So not many thoughts, but usually you do one thing and think about other one. So here you like more focused on it and make it easier, I think. So for me it was a really nice experience. I fasted before, but it was like 1-2 days, even 3 days. It's something different, but not like that. When you do like 4-5 days week and 10 days, yeah, and sometimes it reminds me a state when you not sleep long time and you in some state of trance, like you hear and not hear, and like digesting everything. Difficult to explain, but I think after 5 days you think really differently, like vice versa, completely. And it's really difficult to explain. I think it's nearly impossible to explain in what way you think it, but it's completely different. It's same like you can look around everywhere and don't see anything else, but you can look up or down and see different things, and see land, can see sky, whatever, and wow, and think about different things as well, and even values. I think it's values about food change, because when you not eat a long time, like you think what you really need, like a healthy food, like enough for your body and with a good taste. And also very interesting thing, after fasting, maybe after 1 day, something next day, everything you taste, it tastes so good, like any fruit, my god, it's so good. And first day I want just fruits and vegetables, stuff like that, and after I eat some bread, and bread was so delicious, like my god, it's something like a zone of taste, like getting bigger. And I think I cannot explain how your mind works in this time when you're fasting, clear, but differently, much lighter. Also, when you meditate or working with the energy, much easier. You straight focus on what you want, on what things you need, and you relax really easily. and when you do breathing, whatever, you straightforward go to the concentration. And easy for some techniques when you need to like disappear, melted your ego, it's much easier. And so sometimes, I don't know, long fasting, I don't think so you need it. Do it quite often, like maybe once a year will be enough. If you like fasting like one day a week, 2 day a week, sometimes I think more than enough. If you do healthy living, you sweat and all of the shit going out, and eat quite healthy food, make some exercises, and swimming, running, walking, anything, I think is more than enough. On my opinion, more important is not put anything bad into your body, like some chemicals and other things from after you need to get rid of, or if your food not so good, like I don't know, too much fried, too much fat, anything, yeah. And after you need to fasting, so I think better to keep it well for not fasting. It's my method. But you can do it for your nice experience. Actually, I'm really glad I have it, and it's some kind of bonus in my experience. And oh yeah, it was nice. So now I can share something with my friends, and now I understand when people explain about their experience, and yeah, now I get it. But it's mine, not they. And yours might be different, and I think we have a different body, so different diet need for our body, and different techniques can work, and it's a lot of way of fasting, get in, get out, and I think it not work for everyone the same, so because we are all unique. You need some precise what works really good for you, but you can try, and once again, not force yourself, just gotten smoother, gotten more easily. Yeah, just enjoy it. Yeah, try to enjoy it. And you do it for you. Everything you do it, everything for you. So all of the benefits 100% yours. So have a better life, being, better health, better body, everything for you. More clear mind after need to go to a psychologist or whatever, because everything feels just fine, and some psychedelic effect, I think, where even when you change your diet and when you fasting and perception is changed, it's really difficult to describe, but interesting. I think you'll enjoy it. It might be not easy first time, but if you few weeks, one a day you fasting, after it will be much easier. Yeah. I think I'm explaining everything about, or nearly everything. Basically, I can talk like hours about different things, but I don't wanna waste your time and make like stories short as possible, and just emphasize information. So I'm glad to share my experience with you. If you like it, not like it, just show it. And also leave your comments about. Yes? Yeah, thank you for listening. See you next time.